17 straight hours. The navigation screen went dark somewhere beyond the towers. They told me turn the vessel back before the pull gets strong. I cut the tether, killed the brake, and chose to go long. The mathematics say that I should not exist past here. The instruments are melting into something I can't hear. The crew stopped asking questions when the clocks ran out of hands. I am the only moving thing in gravitational bands. This is the event horizon, where the physics come undone, where the light itself stops running and the deck is finally won. Harp and piano disagree, a bass line bends around the curve. I crossed the line they said would break me with every note I had in reserve. The stars behind me lengthen into ribbons made of years. The ones ahead have folded into frequencies I hear. My heartbeat reads as data on the instrument still live. I am transmitting everything that I have left to give. The singularity is closer than my shadow now. The hull is singing frequencies that physics won't allow. The heartstrings vibrate wavelengths that no human built to play. I let it tune me like an instrument and find my way. This is the other side of silence, where the equations fail, where the universe stops watching and the signal leaves no trail. Guitar screams into the vacuum, bass becomes the gravity. I play the piano past the threshold into what I cannot see. No map was ever drawn for here. No voice has ever reached from here. No ship has ever returned from here. That is exactly why I came. They measured the impossible, I made it my address. They named this place the point of ending, I named it my beginning. Beyond the line, beyond the known, beyond the lights, I go alone. The event horizon swallowed whole the person that I was. The gravity rewrote my bones according to its laws. But something in the frequency refused to be compressed. The heart plays in dimensions that the darkness can't arrest. The piano keys are bending, but the melody holds true. The bass is now the heartbeat of a universe brand new. I did not cross this threshold just to vanish into space. I crossed it so the void would finally have a human face. Horizon past, still signal, still here transmitting. I pulled the signal from a frequency 9 centuries dead. A pattern in the static no machine was built to read. The coordinates point outward past the edges of the chart. this message from the ashes of the stars. The violin is playing back the wavelength that they left, a civilization breathing through the throat of its own death. I slow the signal down and hear a voice beneath the noise. A world that burned to nothing still remembers making noise. Static from the dead star, someone spoke before the silence carried through 900 years of cold and dark and violence. Piano catches every word, the violin translates the grief. A species wrote their ending in a frequency beyond belief. The language has no letters that my instruments can name. The music underneath the code is somehow still the same. A minor chord that crosses every culture, every tongue. A note that means we matter, played by someone very young. The bass line follows patterns in the rhythm of their speech. The guitar reads the urgency of things beyond my reach. They knew the end was coming and they pointed at the sky. They aimed their last transmission at the question asking why. Static from the dead stars carrying the final chapter, written not in stone or ink, but broadcast ever after. Every frequency a word, every word a face and name. I am catching what they threw before their world became a flame. They did not die in silence. They screamed into the antenna. They did not die forgotten. They encoded their own memoria. Every child that learned to speak, every song that crossed the room, every argument and prayer compressed and fired into the gloom. I am the first to hear it, 9 centuries too late. I am the only witness to a world that would not wait. I will not let the static take them back into the dark. I will carry every signal like a second beating heart. The dead stars are still broadcasting. The light just takes too long. The species that transmitted this has been extinct since before my song. But violin and piano do not require the living to replay what was given, to restore what time was stripping. I built a monument from static. I built a name from noise. I gave a burned out civilization back its voice. Its voice. edge of the deep. The navigation gave its last coordinates to keep. The engine room went quiet, 14 rotations back. I calculate the orbit and I stay upon the track. The altitude is dropping by a meter every turn. The atmosphere below me has already started to burn. The ground crew cut the channel and the numbers turn to red. I orbit anyway because I am not done yet. This is the last orbit, the final arc before the fall. The violin is counting down, the piano plays through it all. Guitar marks the angle, bass becomes the spin. I will make this orbit mean something before the end begins. The oxygen is measured now in hours, not in days. The windows have gone opaque from the atmospheric haze. The instruments are arguing about which way is down. I trust the math I memorized before I left the ground. The re-entry calculations burned away with Sector 4. The solar panels fractured when we passed the iron core. The violin plays the trajectory my body leaves behind. A parabola of someone who refused to lose her mind. This is the last orbit, the arc is getting lower now. The piano keys are warping, but the melody holds somehow. Every revolution is a sentence that I write. I am documenting everything before I lose the light. They will find the black box, they will read the final entry. They will hear the recording of a voice that did not beg. They will find the trajectory burned into the atmosphere. A signature in plasma that says someone was here. I chose every rotation, I counted every breath. I did not spend my final orbit preparing for my death. I spent it playing music into the open dark, so that the last thing left of me was not the crash, but the spark. The orbit breaks apart in light and friction and in heat. The violin is screaming at a frequency complete. The piano sends the final note before the signal dies. The guitar burns a message in the underside of skies. The bass becomes the impact and the silence that comes after. The last orbit carries everything, including laughter. I was here, I was here, I was here. The atmosphere received me, and the orbit became forever. Last orbit locked, signal intact, still transmitting on descent. Still here. Here. cease to be. No atmosphere to carry what my voice was trying to reach. The enemy is formless here, no face and no address, just vacuum, dark and distance measuring my loneliness. They did not send a rescue and they did not send a word. The frequency I broadcast on came back completely blurred. The suit is holding pressure but my patience wearing thin. I have been fighting nothing and I have to fight to win. Zero gravity scream, nowhere to carry the sound. Zero gravity scream, no one above or below the ground. Piano plays into the void, violin cuts through the cold. I am screaming without oxygen into something 9 billion years old. I am screaming, I am screaming, still screaming. The enemy out here is not a creature or a force. It is the slow erosion of believing in a course. It is the hour 17 when nothing has replied. It is the distance measuring the wistful feeling alive. The guitar sends vibration through the metal of my spine. The bass runs through the structure of the suit and into mine. Sound cannot exist out here, so the arguments at night, the sound of rain on pavement and the first word of a child, the frequency of everything that made this planet wild. They asked us what was worth the wait of sending into space.